I'm going to start with a simple question. We have investors, we have millionaires, we have billionaires. And we were all introduced into this world by our mothers. What was the first item that welcomed you? When the mother was preparing whatever, they prepare for you a land, more so here in Africa. What they think about first? When it comes to girl child, it is pink. When it comes out to a boy child, it is blue. Then we have our different titles here. You have the assets, all the things you put in money. You have cars, you have lands, you have wives, you have children. What did you walk with when you are coming to this event? If you are given two choices to make, like the way I had two choices to make, food, like your wife is saying, my dear husband, I have two choices for you. Either I prepare for you the clothes, the suit you have to put on when you are going for the job, or I prepare for you breakfast. So if you have to take a breakfast, you are supposed to move out naked. Which choice would you take on? It is very obvious. Either you rather miss out lunch, you rather miss out breakfast and take and look smart. Much of us here, we have done interviews. If I'm doing an interview, I need an nurse card. I need a banker. I need a lawyer. I need a priest. I will first identify the way you are dressing. And by the time I score you or ask you questions, you will have scored at least 60%. So that's how significant linen or cloth is in our life. Njagala okiteeka mu lulimi olwa Yesu. Yesu yali ayigiriza yabiteekanga mu bantu bye bategeera bye batandika nabyo. Now we are going to scale it up to institutions like hospitals, to institutions like hotels, to schools, to media, to bankers, chemical manufacturers, fabric industry, those who are in the industry of paint. How do you link with the linen? Where do you benefit? Because here, the main significance of this day is to launch partners. But at times, partners, they have failed to find the link between the linen and the tape. So I'm going to be brief. I'm going to hint on how each industry can benefit out of this day. Hospitals is very obvious. We have, I think, one of the few hospitals in Uganda and Africa at large which have invested in linen. And this is Rubaga Hospital. And it has lived for some good years. These are around 125 years. So majority of us have the experience of Rubaga. There's that day you walked in, you had to carry your mattress, you had to carry the pillowcases, you had to carry everything. But there's that day you walked in the general room, and I think we are seeing many messages or photos or videos running on our social medias. They are displaying the way our health sector is in Uganda, and one of them, the single health sector affair, Zengoi. So if you walk in the lab of today, and in the general room, each patient has a privacy. I remember the day we first introduced hospital curtains to the patients or to the clients. They were very appreciative. And one of them said, "Thank you very much. Now I'm seeing a reason why I should pay." That is how significant linen is. So in the hospitals, linen helps to prevent infections. How? For example, if you are to walk into the hospital with your clothes or beddings, chances are high you are going to come with the infections. And in Africa, when you talk of infections, majority of us, we don't understand. Now let me put it in the language that you understand. Chances are high you are going to come into the hospital with the bed bags, with the lices, with the cool. Imagine you are in the general room. If you are in the general room, imagine your neighbor came with the bed bags, and for you came with the lices. The neighbor will share with you the bed bags, and they will share lices. Chances are high you go back with parasites at home. So linen helps us to prevent that. Linen prevents comfort and dignity. The best way we can provide dignity, comfort to our patients is by providing linen. And this, it improves the quality of care. There is that picture. That's the picture we have started advocating in the entire hospital. It improves the bond between a nurse and a patient. You are seeing our nurse. If you see our internet, all the photos you are seeing are for Rubaga. And you are not going to find them anywhere. You see, Gundia Rubaga. Our nurse was dressing the patient. And during that interaction, a bond between a patient and a nurse is created. What our BDM refers to as the customer experience. Then, so in that we are improving the bond between the patient, we are improving also the quality of care. Rebranding and the packaging. All the hospitals we are seeing, they share doctors. This is what I've learned. A doctor in Rubaga will be the same doctor in Zambia, will be the same doctor in Mengo. So, when it comes to professional and experienced doctors or our hospitals, there's no room for innovation. Hospitals are not going to manufacture Panadol. They are not going to manufacture needles. The quality of needles we are having here are the same quality of needles we are having at Mengo. So there is only room left for our hospitals to rebrand, to package themselves, to identify themselves from their competitors. It is through linen, hygiene, and food. We have witnessed that. Many people are coming to Rubaga Hospital because of our hygiene. Many people are coming to Rubaga Hospital because of the quality of care we are extending to them through our linen. And Rubaga Hospital is not selfish. We want also to share this experience with the rest of hospitals, and in that case, we are identifying ourselves from the majority. Hotels. There are those lodges you have walked in. What comes to your head first? Quality of staff? Quality of food? Ojja kukitegeera nti eyo wengendayo nvaayo n'ekiku. So hospitals, one of the main services they are selling in hospitals is housekeeping. And when we talk of housekeeping, one of the items we are having, it is linen. Yes, service. So with hotels, lodges, spas, it provides luxury and comfort, also identity. 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 5 star. Institutions. I can ask a child, who among us worked with BBS? Isn't it? Who among us is a Muganda? Who among us is a Na? Who among us is a Na? A Na. How are they going to identify us? bagenda kutulabira ku. Who among us works with the Centenary? Tadeeko brand ya Centenary. Naye kaloko takasindise mu lususu, akasindise mu ki? So with institutions, it helps with identity, branding, and the culture. For example, today we are celebrating 32 years of our Kaba. What a coincidence. Omusajja bw'abeera mu uniform yaffe ey'Omuganda, or if a lady is putting on a gomis and someone who is putting on legging, first of all, the gomis will accommodate and without knowing change the walking style of this person putting on a gomis than the person who is putting on legging. Legging or gomis. Someone in damage putting on damage, and someone in obusuuti waffe bwa Buganda era ajja kutambula in a damaged way. But someone putting on our cultural dress will walk in a style that represents our culture. You can easily say this is a Muganda, this is a Munyarwanda, this is a Munyakole by the way we dress. So this same culture, we can use it and extend it to our institutions. I'm going to give you 3 institutions that have associated themselves very well with the dress code. The police. Police, they take the dress code and the uniform very serious. Even in their training. If you look at a police officer, they followed here, the ranks must be equal to this. Another one are our nuns, our priests. A priest will not go to the bar, to the lodge. Ngali mugandula babagwe chikafuwe aina kumala bijjako. So the same culture can be extended to our institutions, banks, media houses, hotels, and hospitals. Media, why we need you at this time? We need you for information and awareness. That's why we thank all the media houses around. We need you, and how are you benefiting association with the Linen Day? It's the first of its kind in Africa. And all the brands we know, I'm going to give you 3 brands. I'm a born of Masaka, Nakula Mani Colgate. Why? It was my first brand toothpaste to associate with. Others, they give me gift card. If you ask me if it's deodorant, what will come to my mind is Colgate. So for us, we grew knowing all the toothpaste are Colgate. Why? Because they were our first experience in our life. Shell. For example, it's so recent that I've come to know Citapex and the Shell are brands, not products. So the same is going, the same gift or the same benefit our media houses are going to benefit out of associating with us. You are associating with the first innovation, the first of its kind in Uganda and Africa at large. Visionary leaders always want to be the first. Fabric industry, we are having a challenge. And this is where the bankers are going to come in. One of the most expensive industry, it is textile industry. How many textile industries do we have in Uganda? And what quality, kind, or type of fabrics do we associate it with? School uniforms. We don't have industries majoring in curtains. We don't have industries producing pure cotton. We don't have industries producing pure linen. Why? It's very expensive. And if you look at our market, it is very virgin. Why? Majority of us, if you want to put on linen 100%, quality 100%, or inagula muvumba. And this is very common with the corporate class. Why? We can't afford. The best way to afford it is starting manufacturing it locally. And we have all the resources. Good soil, cotton, and we have the brains. We are here. Majority of us are going to join us. Our chief guests have a PhD in textiles and clothing technology. That's where they come. So we have all the resources. But where is the missing link? Accessibility to finances. So this is how the bankers can come in. Chemical manufacturing, we don't have quality chemicals, detergents fit for our products. Right away from your individual fabric to the hospital, we are struggling. So this is also a gap, an opportunity for the visionary investors, machine suppliers. Most of the suppliers are in home, domestic machines. It's not easy to get an industrial machine for hospitals like Rwag Hospital, for hotels. They are all the owners of those institutions have to import them directly from outside the country. So if we can have suppliers or investors supplying this sector, it will be easier for us to improve the linen management. The education sectors and the government want to train the youth. If I didn't have this knowledge, I wouldn't be confident enough to stand before you. I wouldn't be confident enough to bring out such innovations. So education sectors are for training and setting policies in partnership with our government. I'm going to give you 2 examples of partners, or the partners we thought were our prospective partners, but they were asking us, how are we linked with the linen? One of them is the paint industry. They asked us, how are we connected with linen? I asked them, are you aware of the industry you are involved in, that is interior designing? For example, the hospitals. I was asked this same question by BBS. Why do you use green? Why do you use blue? Why do you use yellow in the hospitals? The answer is, when you look at in the environment, which color naturally dominates? It is what? Why? It has one, it is coming in nature, it is healing in nature. When you look at the sky, when you look at the seas, which color dominates? Blue. Why? They have those healing, calming effects. That's why a hospital is not supposed to be having a specific color. What we call hospital colors are all the colors outside that are dominating. So I told this person, this is how I can spoil your interior designing. So you chose the right paint, fitting for the application. But imagine you used green, lemon green, I used a curtain red in color, black in color. I will have spoiled each and everything. So if you are thinking of quality interior designing, you must work hand in hand with the linen. Then the other industry that also ask themselves, how can we come in? There's one thing I've discovered in Uganda. Most people are in business which they can't even themselves interpret. All linked to the new trends. If you look at the trends in Uganda, hospitals are rebranding themselves, are repositioning themselves. For example, Lubaga Hospital, it has acquired the international accreditation. And one of the requirements, it was not supposed, it wouldn't get accredited if it hadn't invested in linen management, because of the various reasons I've given you. And in the same industry, all the hospitals, we have introduced a new sector, we call it hotel services. And the linen is under hotel services. Under hotel services, we have linen, we have housekeeping, we have food. So we are creating a room, an experience, which is going to make our client not to think that is in the hospital, but is at home, is the hotel. So we are bringing in that hotel experience. So if you are to bring in that hotel experience, even the kind of cosmetics, the soap, bathing soap, must change. Many hospitals are approaching me for guidance. There's this hospital I went, it has done everything. But the patient complained. When the nurse was bathing the patient, he used laundry bar soap. So this patient expected to have the quality of bathing soap which are in the hotels. So this is how the cosmetology and can come in. The bankers, ending with you, the opportunities. One of the most expensive sector to invest in is in London. A dryer minimum requires 50 million a year. A washing machine, the same. The calendar wire, the same. So just in infrastructure, you need around 200 million. Then the personnel, myself, of course, era mu Uganda, tewali laundry manager afuna sente nyingi nga Juko Judy akolera waliyo kola research mu Uganda ne mu East Africa tewali laundry manager asasulwa nga Judy mu bulungi omusaala obuzito. To invest in the human resources is very expensive. And under me, I have around 20 to 30 persons. And each of them, one of them has a degree. And all the quality you are seeing, the system they are appreciating. Even those hospitals which already have the state-of-the-art machinery, they are coming here to benchmark. What is the difference? The difference is in the quality of human resource. Kadizigate ku milioni 2 tonna bagula line. Budget yo egenda ku milioni ebyo. Where are these guys going to get the money? They don't have it at hand. They are going to get this money if it is a brand. There is that relationship between Lubaga and SS Centenary Bank. It will work on Centenary Bank. Please, I need this money. Where are you going to invest? I'm going to invest in the laundry. Seneza ngezija kufa. Lwaki agenda ogamba zijja kufa? Siye mukugunyo kubanga talina knowledge. Eya laundry. Talina. At times people advise us because they lack experience. But this is one of the virginiest areas you can invest in. Ate olina gy'ogenda kujja mawulire malala. Bw'ova ku gaffe n'agera Lubaga simanyi gy'ogenda gajja. So, these are the opportunity of our bankers. Allow me to end by appreciating, by going back to the main reason why we are here. We are here to appreciate and launch our partners. Tubakwireko munga. This is the first time. But they believed in us. This is how I came to differentiate why companies are different. This is how I came to realize kati munange ne mu bitongole mubeerawo abakwatirawo amangu ne wabeerawo abalwawo. For example, whoever you are seeing here yalabirawo idea n'agamba nze bannange sigenda kulinda kulanga kuki kulala but I believe in us era ngenda baba mu order and be batuwa hope. Yes, allow me to begin with my mother, my father. This is Rubaga Hospital. The idea came out of the unit. We had to sell it to Rubaga Hospital. I strongly believe if I was in another institution, by Jajigana, but my mother, my father, idea Yajiguliao, he has supported and invested and facilitated this idea. In the spirit of, not because I'm a son, not because I'm a daughter, in the spirit of as the remain department, nangeze kuza mama ne tata ekichi ekirowoozo. So thank you very much Rubaga Hospital eyaddako BBS nkule kumugala. Abantu bano batuwa amaani. I remember I walked to we delivered our proposal. Then the managing director called me. We explained to him. He said, I must join. And it's not seeing a directive. So, yatuwa amaani. With my colleagues, Nembagamba, the mother and the father is supporting us. Then we've got someone who to create awareness and information. We are here, we are good to go. Then the third person, Sky's Hotel. We've got the foundation of the mother and the father. We've got someone to create awareness and information. Then we've got the venue. So he gave us a free venue and some like reduced cost for food and breakfast. Can I say we meet every day, every week to brainstorm. Most of the ideas you are seeing here is the one coordinating all our sponsors and our partners. Thank you very much. We have ZPU. It's the one leading all the media houses, coordinating them and guiding them and running all our social media message you are seeing, TikTok and everything. Then we have Stand Out. Stand Out is the one producing all these graphics designs you are seeing. Even this guy has reduced in size, but I told him, now you are like a Bill Gates. They had to go through this pain to become what? Who they are. Thank you very much. Tentex Plus has facilitated all the activities, the primary activities. We need transport, we need this, we need the money for these items. He has been there. We have Bull, Bidiko, Mountain Melu. Then you have Yuri. This one they have just come in. This is Uganda Industrial Research Institute. This is a government parastatal, but has joined us in full gear and has given us support in it. So we have government with us. Then we have FS Digital Innovations. These are the guys behind our website. Everybody has been saying, you have a talking website, a beautiful website. So that's the guy behind. We have our own Rubaga Hospital Training School. They have supported us. Another own FFS. FFS for front services. Thank you very much. Then we have Nesta. They are the one preparing whatever you are going to drink here. Thank you very much. We have Reddy's Pharma Limited. These are in the chemicals, detergents we need in here. Then we have Shainas. I missed Nasa. Tell me some words are difficult for me to pronounce. So these are laundry. They are the one we want to go through these people also to improve on the laundry mats. What they are doing is not fit for our consumption. And we are all associated with this. So we are through this person, we are going to improve the laundry mats, St. Jude medical equipment. Thank you very much. Then ZPU, Mumaze, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to end here. Chabago University is behind us, and the Wisdom University. They will join us on the deep day, that is 15th, 16th. I end by inviting everybody here and out, Uganda and Africa at large, to join us on 15th and 16th when it will be the deep day. Whatever step we have been reaching at,